So many people have vlogs and they vlog their life. And I love, okay, maybe they don't vlog their life, but they vlog portions of it. And I really love some of them in the realness and of authenticity that they bring. And I follow a few artists who do this, and I think it's amazing. And I just often feel like I want to share something, and I'm just not sure what's the best way to do that. And so I thought, you know what? I'm just going to set that I can, have a daily ponder, and maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks, maybe monthly, I'll gather them together if they're even at all helpful, or I think they might be helpful, and share them. And so I do a lot of my best thinking in the shower, and I was in the shower, and I was thinking a lot today about mental health and how it gets so messed up in our society, and how there's so much stigma around it, and how there's so much involved, right? And there's so many layers to it. And we're so hard on ourselves with our about our own mental health. And when I say, I'm including myself in that. And I mean, I've done a lot of work, but the women that I work with, I just hear the same things over and over again. And I'm not void of all of this either, right? I've had trauma after trauma in my life that has accumulated. And then you add neurodiversity on top of that, and it all compounds, right? But some of the things that I've been looking into and studying up on, are the different aspects of mental health, and what causes it, if you will. So yeah, absolutely, traumas are going to play a part in that. One of the other really big things for women is trying to fit into this masculine world. Like, our feminine energy is being squashed. And so that's a huge one, right? So we're trying to live in a cycle of energy that doesn't work for us. And I'm not saying it, I have to clarify this always, but it's not men versus women, but it's that masculine energy of the patriarchy that has us on a 24-day cycle, when feminine energy tends towards a 28-day cycle. It has us on this constant go, go, go 365 days a year, when the natural energy is in cycles of the seasons and as the earth rotates. And so, there are times of rest, like winter. We should be in rest mode, and because that's how we rejuvenate. And so we have ignored those cycles for so long in so many ways. And then you add this new science. It's not totally new, but it's becoming more mainstream, about gut health. And they're finding that, those serotonin and dopamine are actually more affected by our gut health than by our brain. So there's so many aspects of mental health and what it causes us, and how we fit into the world. And so I guess what I was pondering, this is my daily pondering, is that we be kind to ourselves and allow ourselves that space to have a better understanding, and not beat ourselves up if things aren't working for us, if we don't fit into this world for whatever reason. And we are not all the same person. We are all the same energy. We absolutely are a collective, but we're not all the same person. And our cultures, and I say cultures because, globally, tend towards everybody being the same, everybody doing the same thing, right? And it doesn't work for everybody. And we don't allow people to explore what is best for them. Our schools, it's like step by step, and if you don't stay in line, you're a troublemaker, or you're stupid, or you're whatever it is that you're labeled with. They have so many labels now, and some of them absolutely need to be worked with, to be labeled so that they can work with the children in a different way. But they're just finally figuring that out, right? But then what do we really know? Because then we've labeled them, and labels are helpful sometimes, but then we kind of push them aside because we're going to concentrate on the mainstream, the people who will stay in line, right? And so when we can't stay in line for whatever reason, neurodiversity, which I have, um, uh, we think differently. Um, I'm a woman, so my cycle, the 24-hour go go go, is exhausting. When we won't stay in line, we get pushed aside and really ostracized, stigmatized. Is that a word, stigmatized? So that we feel bad about ourselves because we don't fit a mold that was not made for us. So, daily pondering. How do you feel you fit into this world? Is it comfortable for you? It might be. Chances are it's not. How do you fit into this world? And what could you do differently for your own self? Just something to think about. And I'm a huge proponent of journaling, so I would say grab your journal and write some thoughts on that. What could you do differently in this world? All right. We'll see how this goes.